making mafia. Your boy Don Q is back with his Don friends, his Don brothers, and we are coming to talk about the shit that needs to be talked about. Are you prepared for a glorious night? If you checked on the three-pick parlay we gave you earlier, you're feeling real damn good because you got the cascades flowing in. It's coming down, baby. Open your pockets, purses, and wallets. Come do it for the people. Let me bring in the Dons. We got Don Sachs. Don Sachs, say what's up, baby.
What up, people? Don Sachs in the building, man. What's Gucci?
Don DB hailing in tonight, folks. Don DB, tell them what's good, baby.
What's good? It's your boy Don DB. About to drop some of the sports knowledge on y'all. What's up, baby?
Man, before we get started, tell me how your day going, Dons. Is it going glorious?
Hey, man. I'm out here in Waco, man, trying to put this work in, man. You already know how it go, man. Just out here, man. I'm gonna give y'all some light in a little bit. Just bear with me. I'm in the vehicle right now.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Don DB, how your day looking, baby?
Oh, it's looking good, man. Just finished a little workout. Got me a nice little jerk chicken meal in. Got my cigar.
Yeah.
A little something.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
Cheers. Oh yeah. Well, damn it, we ain't gonna hold back. We ain't gonna hesitate. We gonna hop up in this thing today, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Because we got that info for that ass. All right, I know there's those that's watching the stream right now on the big screen. We're gonna get it started, baby. And our first topic is that man right there, Tom Brady. As a Saints fan, I do feel real fucking personal about this type of goddamn situation. But I'm gonna save mine for last. DB Don Sachs, Don DB, Don Sachs. Whoever want to chime in first? How do you feel about Tom Brady coming back to the NFL, unretiring?
Go ahead, DB.
All right. Yeah. I was happy to see it, man. Brady, my favorite quarterback of all time, despite being a Cowboys fan. It got a lot to do with Tony Romo having so much time as my quarterback. I'm not a big Romo fan. So, I love winners. I love 12. I love the story. I'm happy to see him come back because I felt if their team wouldn't have got hurt at the end, they might have made a legit run at it again, So I'm happy he ain't going out the way he went out, you know what I'm saying? And I think if they have a healthy season, sky's the limit for that team. So I'm happy to see him back.
I will say this, Don DB. There was another player that got injured, I think, that held back a team also. I think his name is Jameis Winston. And if he didn't get hurt, I don't think Tom Brady sees him out in a little bit earlier. Just a little bit, tad bit. But hey, I Saints fan, my bad.
Hey, well, me being a Florida State fan, it's forbidden for me to say anything bad about anybody from the University of Florida State. So I just won't comment.
Yeah, and I'm a Florida State fan too. James, my dude. I think y'all have been legit. Y'all legit for sure.
Yeah, y'all both hurting from last season, then boy, college and NFL.
But anyway,
Don Sachs, how you feel about Tom Brady unretiring?
I love it. He in y'all division. I love it. Just that simple. I hate the Saints. Everybody boy. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. I love it. That means another year, but y'all not going nowhere. Just that simple.
You do realize
everybody,
the Saints have dominated Tom Brady.
But really, though, the whole situation was really almost a Barry Sanders. I apologize for the noise in the background. But it almost was a Barry Sanders situation all over again. People making assumptions, somebody else putting out information out there. And instead of Tom he went along with it like, hey, maybe this is what I need to do. But we all know he wouldn't go out like he went out last year. Not like that.
I didn't think he was going to stay away either. Now I hope he gets traded to the 49ers. Let's get him gone. You know what I mean? Even though the New Orleans Saints have dominated Tom Brady, 4-1, that one game being in the playoffs when it really counted and mattered. I get that. I understand.
What about did they re-sign Chris Godwin or what?
Chris Godwin, yeah, he's still a buck.
I wonder if they go tag him or they go give him that money.
I think he got tagged. I'm not
his leg up in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did. Let's find out about Chris Godwin. I'll give you some info on that later on. Anybody got anything more to say about the people called the GOAT? Can we agree that Tom Brady's the GOAT? Is he the GOAT in football?
He the go QB.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, undoubtedly. You can't.
Undoubtedly.
You could dislike him, you know what I mean?
Without
Say
a
what you
doubt.
want, but
12 to go. 12.
yeah, 12 to go.
Different.
I give him that.
No
one.
doubt.
No doubt. Before we move on to our next topic, let me give everybody a quick update on that 3-pick parlay that Don gave you 2 hours before game time, baby, just to see if you was awake. Little Epsom salt. All right. Philly in Cleveland, bam, we hit on that. That's over by 12 points. You're damn right. Denver game, money in the bag because we took -6.5 and we covered, of course. And we're checking on the Denver game, the Brooklyn and Dallas game right now. 102. They're at 204 currently. We're looking for 222 with 4 minutes left in that game. We're looking diaper dandy good over there also. So yeah. The Don's not just giving you these great Dons to come to the table and give information. He's also giving you the winning picks to get the cascades, the gains, the profits, the pickles, lettuce, onions, and tomatoes.
Yeah.
Don't play with him. Yeah. All right. Shout out Tom Brady, fucking GOAT. Yeah. We're going to talk free agency, baby. It's been a frenzy out there. Of course, we can't talk about every goddamn thing that happened because I ain't gonna be here that goddamn long. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I still want to do that. You know what I mean?
And I'm pulling up the Longhorn as we speak. So go ahead.
Hey, that's a good goddamn choice right there. That Longhorn. Shit. You know, hey, I went to Outback Steakhouse the other day, right? And I was like, damn. I remember we went to Florida and ate fucking onion blossoms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on this keto, man. I'm on this keto, so I gotta keep it carb free, man. Gotta stay under 50 carbs a day, man. But it's all good. I'm seeing the results.
Tell you how much I don't know about carbs. I don't know what 50 carbs over or under look like. Is that a slice of bread or is that half a slice of bread?
Maybe 2 slices and you're done.
Ooh, shit. No rice.
No rice. No pasta, no potatoes, none of that shit.
It's like
shots. I did that keto for 3 months before. It worked. I knocked 28 off.
Yeah. Nigga, DB, I started on Ash Wednesday, the day after Mardi Gras for you non-Cali people. Yeah. Man, I done lost 9 pounds already.
Yeah, that first week, the best week, you're gonna get that quick drop. Then after that, it's gonna be a few pounds a week.
Right. And then I'm
gonna lose that water weight. Them 10 pounds go off that first week.
Yeah.
Great water weight.
You ain't lying, cause now it's been 2 weeks and I've been sitting on 229 for a minute. But I started at 240, so
Yeah, now they're gonna be slower, but as long as you're active, exercising.
Oh, no, I'm in that gym, baby. Got to get them sets in. 5 in the morning, I'm in there.
I'm gonna hop on that steak and egg, man. That's just like keto, right? Just all protein.
Yeah, that's keto. Steak and eggs, all good.
Yeah, eggs. All that's good. All that's good. You can season your food like you want. All that's good.
Man, so for all you viewers out there, remember that keto. We're talking about that keto. Get you right, baby. But back to that NFL free agency. We're gonna start off with the biggest news of the day. Von Miller is going to the Buffalo fucking Bills.
Wow.
He's going to the cold. Not afraid of no low temperature. Bring it on, he says. We're going to start off with Don Sachs on this. With Don Sachs, Super Bowl winning Von Miller has left the Rams.
Let me tell you what's so crazy. Let me tell you something crazy. I've been working. I didn't even know this happened.
Oh, breaking news for Don Sachs.
Didn't even know this happened. But let me tell you straight up, I wasn't in love with. Von Miller's what, 30? I don't know.
36, I believe.
Yeah, everybody was like Von Miller. I wasn't crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? If it was, he was gonna be a 1-year rental anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His body ain't been all the way put together since his early days in Denver. So, it wasn't nothing I was just too crazy about.
Yeah.
So, I'm not really too upset about that, honestly.
Okay. Don DB, how you feel about the Super Bowl winning Von Miller taking its talents to Buffalo?
I made a post on Facebook earlier. I called him LeVon Miller. Because he's going to be just like LeBron. He probably going to get his 3rd championship with the 3rd team.
Yeah.
You know, what I like about Vaughn, I'm happy he got his bag at 32. He probably
Right.
played a
250.
solid 3 years of production with it,
Oh, okay.
but what I really like about it
Yeah,
is
450.
he gonna be able to mentor the other defensive players. They were saying how he helped Aaron Donald become more of a vocal leader. You know, he dominated
Right.
on the field, but Vaughn helped him become more vocal and made him a
Okay,
better leader. So
Right. Right.
I wanted Vaughn to come to the Cowboys and help groom my defense, but I was happy to see him go to Buffalo. I think he get a championship within the next 2 years.
Now, Deuce, I will say this about Vaughn. Like Vaughn would have went to the Cowboys, that'd have just been like, like sweet, like animosity thrown back in the face of Denver. You know what I mean? Because Denver hold y'all in Dallas. They hold y'all bad with that Gregor shit. Like that was, you know what I
I'm
mean?
sorry. I had to step away from the tape for a second. What Don DB? What you felt about that? It
I
real
like I
quick.
like the Devon Miller trade. I think he gonna I call him Levon Miller, like LeBron James. He gonna get 3 rings with 3 different teams because he only got probably about 3 more years, 2 for sure, like real good production. So I was happy to
Yeah,
see him get the bag, but I think he a player that know what it takes to win. He good enough to help that defense get better. They're gonna be bringing Tre'Davious White back. Like
Yeah.
I think he gonna help him get over the hump because all they needed was a little more pressure on Patrick Mahomes and Vaughn somebody you ain't gotta play every game. Like he a vet.
Right.
Like long as he there for the playoffs and he fresh, he dominated in the playoffs.
And he does show up at big times. He
Yeah, he had
definitely
two. He
does
had
show
two
up at
sacks
big
in the Super
times.
Bowl. He had 2 sacks in the Super Bowl. Like he's somebody you still gotta respect even at
Hey,
32.
hold up. Excuse me, Dons. We got breaking news right now as I'm looking the Twitter sphere.
Long as it ain't Deshaun Watson going to the Saints.
I can't wait for that news, baby. But it ain't that. The Buccaneers franchise player, Chris Godwin, has
3
reached a
years, 60 million.
3-year, $60 million deal that includes $40 million fully guaranteed.
Mm.
Chris Godwin is staying a buck for the next 3 years, folks.
Big bag.
Yeah.
Big bag. Speaking of big bag, Von Miller signed a contract that's for 6 years for
I don't.
$120 million. He'll probably see 3 years
No,
of it.
I don't even think he'll see 3. They'll cut him after 2.
Yeah, strong possibility. But I do believe he's going to show up big for that Buffalo defense, for sure, for sure.
Who else is up front with him?
I couldn't tell you.
It's a lot different when you ain't got Aaron Donald on side you.
Yeah, but he
That's real.
Von Miller too. You know what I'm saying?
But and not to cause any controversy, but I didn't know Von Miller was still in the league till he got back with the Rams.
Yeah, he was doing his thing at Denver. Like I used to bet him. Like he did his thing, and he was still producing in Denver.
Hey, but
Oh
Buffalo
shit!
picked up some players though. Buffalo picked up some. Yo,
I
what
know he
about
set out. He
the
set out.
running?
He ain't come back to the Super Bowl. Damn, but to the play. Well, maybe he just didn't want to play in Denver no more because I could have sworn he took the whole year off.
No, he had
He
got
definitely
hurt. He
showed up
had
in the
got hurt.
playoffs.
He had got hurt in the Browns game. He had guaranteed that victory against the Browns because I had bet a
Mm.
money line on Thursday Night Football. He got hurt in that game, so he
Yeah.
had missed like 2 or 3 games. Then that's when the Rams picked him up.
Oh, did you catch that, folks? He said when he took him on the money line, that money line madness, because the Dons get it in. We just don't talk about it. We live that life, baby.
I lost that bet though, but it's all good.
Yeah, hey, that's all, to each his own. Like I tell you all the time, guys, if you have a problem, step away. Look at yourself. A real man knows their self, okay? And what they're capable of and incapable of. Little tidbit right there. Little tidbit. But next in this free agency conversation that we got going on, I don't know if you can see the screen, but we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson. Don DB made a comment earlier that he just don't want to see the Twitter sphere give us information about Deshaun going to New Orleans. He don't want to see that.
I don't want to see it. Y'all don't deserve that happen.
The hate is real, and we love it, folks. We fucking love it. So, Don, let's start off with you, Don DB. What do you think Deshaun Watson is going to end up?
I think the Saints the best place for him to go because
Hell yeah,
y'all got the championship defense. Y'all been trying to clear up caps. Well, y'all been clearing up cap space. Or Mike
Preach.
T and 11, the little receiver, little Tyreek Hill type receiver.
Yeah.
Got his name, but he cold. Hey, what up, cuz? What up, man? All right.
Keep in
So,
mind, what's the receiver for Houston that used to play for the Saints? Cooks, I do believe it's Cooks.
yeah,
He
Cooks.
he's included in the trade deal,
Oh, that's dope then.
so
So
you'll be
Cooks will
getting
come back
him
home.
in Deshaun. Yeah, they
Yeah,
both
I think the
becoming New
Saints
Orleans.
the best fit. I think the Panthers might have the best setup as far as the money and making it right. But if he really is serious about contending for a championship, I think the Saints would be the best fit. Atlanta, that's his hometown, but
Right.
they saying like they would have to give up so much, lose so much. So he pretty much would be going to another version of Houston, as far as
Exactly.
like expectations to win if you go to Houston. So if he can't get something with the coach, which they probably won't trade him to, AFC team, division
Yeah, the coach
rival.
shot that down already. They made an
Yeah,
offer, but they shot
yeah,
it down.
division rival. So I definitely see him going to the NFC. I see him going to New Orleans.
Me too. And I'm gonna put my fandom to the side for a second. I do believe the best choice out of the teams that he has, New Orleans is the best team. Like you said, A1 defense, A1 coaching staff that's been around and solidified. They know each other.
And
And
then I think it also bring Sean Payton back to New Orleans after a year. Instead of coming to Dallas like I was hoping he was gonna do.
Yeah.
If he get Deshaun Watson, he probably gonna face a 6-game suspension. Kamara gonna face a 6-game suspension.
For sure.
So it's a possibility they won't even make the playoffs, but the potential they'll have for the next year.
10 years. For the next 10 years, Deshaun Watson.
The next 10 years, yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. I like it.
He made 27 in September.
It's a game changer.
It's a game
changer. That's why everybody. Our next topic is going to be about how significant Deshaun Watson is and what teams are willing to do. You know what I mean? Because these teams have quarterbacks already. Like nobody's missing a quarterback. If you want to count Taysom Hill as our quarterback, like no one's missing a quarterback, but teams are still bringing him in, saying, "Hey, what I got ain't working. Let's do something different with generational talent." It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Don DB, it's me and you. Don Sachs say he lost connection in the restaurant, people.
Okay, let's roll, baby.
Let's do it. So, we here it is. The person who was so affected. There he is, folks. Baker Mayfield.
Butthurt Baker.
Who? But that's classic. That's classic. Butthurt May. Hey, that's him. That's him, man. Oh, did you see the letter on Twitter?
Yeah, I seen that. I checked that out.
Such a heartfelt bitch move. You know what I mean? Like just personally, I don't think that Mayfield is as good as people make him out to be. Being tough is not a substitute for skill. You know what I mean? I can say he's tough. He's a tough dude. Take a lot of hits, get beat up quite often.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once again, no offensive line. And I have a huge soft spot for quarterbacks with no offensive line.
You don't think that offensive line had the best run game in the league?
Right.
Pass block.
Well, you know what? You're right. So in this situation, I take that back. You're 100% right. What I'm going to say about Baker Mayfield is he holds on to the ball for too long, and that's his damn fault then. Because I'm blaming the O-line. You're right. One of the best damn O-lines in the league. He holds on to the ball. Yes, that's the word. Indecisive. Indecisive.
He missed a lot of throws. He inaccurate. I like the Baker coming out of college. I don't want some money with him too with the Browns. It's just I don't think he putting enough time into his craft. Not to judge him, you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
I hate to say that, and he might bust his ass. But one thing I learned, players when they play hurt, like there's no excuse for how you perform on the field. So he played with torn labrum, all kind of shit. Well, a lot of people might have set out. So like you were saying, he's tough, but you got to know if you go out there like that and you don't perform, people not gonna make no excuses for you.
Right. Exactly.
You know
Exactly. I totally agree with that, and that's how I feel about it. Like if you are hurt, say you're hurt and you can't play. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna go out there and say that you can go out there and win, people expect you to win. So if you don't win, You can't say, "Oh, I was hurt all these games" as an excuse. If you
Yeah,
hurt, don't bring your ass out there. If you're
because
out
he
there,
lost a few games, especially that Green Bay game, like the run game, the play calling too. Like their run game was killing the Packers, and like they
right?
decided to let Baker try to win the game. He kept turning it over.
And that's what, and it kills me because like the team wants their quarterback to be the star so bad,
Yeah, facts.
but you got to give it to the backfield. Like
Right,
the backfield was going to get you to the playoffs and get you further.
right.
Yeah, man, straight up. Baker Mayfield has really shot himself in the foot in a lot of situations. But on this situation right here, this not his fault. Deshaun Watson is just way better.
Oh yeah, Watson was special talent.
Way better. So he can be butthurt if he wants to. It's not going to change the fact that this man is just more skilled than you are at this position.
Right. Top
Now,
five.
Top five. Don DB, do you think that if Cleveland does not get Deshaun Watson, do you think that Baker is going to stay in Cleveland or he's going to move on? And if he does move on, who you think he's moving to?
I was hearing some stuff he might want to go to the Colts. That might be a realistic situation for him, but I think he's done in Cleveland. I don't think even if they don't get Watson, I don't think he's the Browns quarterback this year. I heard some stuff saying that they want an adult as a quarterback. So, I'm a big fan of Deshaun Watson, but he got 22 lawsuits, right? Civil cases, right?
Civil
About
cases,
sexual assault. So for to have rumors out there that's saying Cleveland want a man that's facing 22 lawsuits over somebody they calling not an adult in Baker Mayfield, that says a lot about it. So I just don't think he got the leadership qualities Cleveland looking for in a quarterback.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't see him being in Cleveland, not even for the rest of the year.
Now, I totally agree with.
I think they find a way to get rid of him.
I totally agree with that. I don't think he's going to stick around in Cleveland. I think that relationship is torn, it's broken, it's been smashed to pieces, and there's no putting that back together. As far as the Colts go, I don't think he'll fit because the Colts are kind of very similar to Cleveland. You know what I mean? Very similar team with a pretty good offensive lineman, a damn good running back. And
that's why I just think the Colts play calling to be better. I think the Colts will literally take it out of his hand and let him throws only when necessary.
I can see that. I could totally see that because he gonna realize real quick he ain't the star in Indianapolis.
Right.
All right. If they can do that, I agree. But he holds on to the ball way too damn long behind good offensive lines. That's what's crazy. Like I see quarterbacks that get pummeled in a game. You know what I mean? Because their O line is shitty, like through injury or just not good draft picking, not good free agency, whatever the case is. The O line is shitty, and for the ass whooping Baker Mayfield takes on a consistent Sunday or Monday or possibly Thursday evening, it is ridiculous because his line is so good. It got to be his fault.
Right, and then like the fact that Odell went to LA and played so well. Yes. You got to know Cleveland looking at that.
He was exposed.
They were trying to find a way because Odell had little issues in New York. You could have almost built the case like he a problem, he this, he that.
Right. But never had any legal issues. Never had legal issues,
but like as a teammate issues, kissing the goal, all the little stuff he used to do. But he matured and he went to LA and was on his best behavior and he performed. So it clearly wasn't Odell. So now they realized it was Baker.
And if you think about it, Odell was on his best behavior the whole time in Cleveland too.
Yeah, he was it just the performance wasn't there. The play wasn't match him.
Because the quarterback was lacking.
Right. Facts. Big facts.
And when you watch shows like First Take, shout out Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. You know what I mean? We're not on your level, but we do what we do. You know what I'm talking about? But Skip Bayless is really big on Baker Mayfield. And his reasoning throws me off because I don't feel like he gives like facts. I think it's more of an emotional thing because from what we've seen from Baker Mayfield, his 4 years in the NFL, he had half a good year, which was the year before last.
Yeah.
But he's been shitty. Like just facts wise, he's been shitty in the NFL majority of his career.
Right. Yeah, like, I think Skip, I don't think he went to OU, but I know you're a big OU fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Skip loyal to everything, like the
He is.
Cowboys. Like he just loyal. So even if when it comes to his teams, he keep his little bias in there. Like the teams he support, he have a little bias in it. He don't get all the way out his lens. So I think he just, try to save face for Baker, but he know Baker ain't what he need to be.
At all. I
He
just
ain't
don't
gonna
feel like he's a
expose him.
superstar.
He ain't gonna expose him 100 like he really know he need to, but he know he ain't right.
Yeah, but Uncle Shannon don't give no fucks.
Oh, Uncle Shay.
Uncle Shay don't give a shit.
Fuck no, Sharp. Sharp, man, Sharp solid. I like Sharp. Sharp one of the best.
Yeah, I'm a
Do
fan.
that to say that's not what he came up. He came up as a player. I think he one of the best. Like, what you consider him, analyst?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sports analyst.
he dope at it to make that crossover. Like Uncle Shay the truth.
Yeah. And Club Shay go hard. Go
Yeah, yeah,
hard, G.
yeah. That's my dude, man. I like to have some yak and smoke a cigar with him one day. He be on the Black and Mild though, but
Yeah, I
I
can
like
get
to
with him.
sip some yak with Shannon and talk sports. That'd be dope.
That'd be super dope, man. That would be super dope. That interview he did with Mark Jackson was just amazing. You know what I mean? I've been hooked ever since on Club Shay Shay. And
Yeah.
Gilbert's Arena one was good too. But since we're talking about podcasts, did you see the new one with on the pivot with Ryan Clark and them?
No, I ain't really big on podcasts just yet. Like I be checking out Gillen them, like most of their highlights and stuff. I gotta get on my podcast game though.
Man, they got some good ones on YouTube. I gotta say, the pivot go hard, man. The pivot go hard.
Yeah,
They had
I heard of it. I ain't never checked it out yet.
Man, let me see. I'm gonna pull up what guests they had because it was amazing, man. Oh, Michael Beasley. They had Michael Beasley on the pivot.
Okay.
And he was breaking down like the mental aspect of everything, and it was and like how hard it was coming up in the life he really lived. And you get people think that man crazy, just like they thought AB crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But when you sit down and listen to these people talk, you realize they're not crazy. They just really just accept who they are.
Right. Facts. I got you.
You know. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Hey, can you close the door? You see me. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, the podcast on the pivot was like, I think it's one of the best episodes. Like I watched a lot of episodes. This is one of the best ones. Like Beasley really just gave that real. You know what I mean? And people need to hear it. People need to hear it. So you get a chance, check out the pivot, man. It's a dope ass podcast. Super dope ass podcast. But after we go from Baker Mayfield, let's talk about Kyrie Irving, the man that only plays half the games because of the laws that's set in New York City, which I can't blame New York City, even though it's a little crazy, a little egregious how they do it for like sports. Like the people in sports are two different things for some strange reason. Like that's weird to me. But before we hop into that situation, let's talk about the 60. 9B. Did you see the 60? Did you hear about the 60 he put up?
I was in and out of the 60 because I had the Nets on the parlay. Okay. So I was score watching. I was in the gym, and I had it on in the gym though. So I was catching bits and pieces of it. I was mostly score watching it though, and I seen the highlights.
Yeah. I watched a lot of highlights too. I didn't catch it until it was like he was at like 24 points, and I watched it all the rest of the way through. It was hell of a game. And growing up, I was an Orlando Magic fan back with Penny Hardaway, T-Mac days. You know what I mean? Like I was I die hard Orlando fan, which the other Don Sachs and Don Japp give me a pass on that because we didn't have a team in Louisiana. You know, we was growing up.
Right.
We didn't have an NBA team. You know what I mean? They give me a lot of shit about my Saints because when I grew up, I was a 49er fan. Hear me now, people. I'm putting out there to the world. When I grew up, 49er fan. All right.
When I became crossed
over? I'm saying when I was 16, I moved to California.
Okay.
And people were going so hard on the Saints. You know what I mean? Like they was repping so hard for their teams. I was in their state, and I was like, I'm from Louisiana, and like, you know what I mean? So just kind of like I started repping the Saints real hard. And it became die hard. And shit, man, 22 years later, here I am.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say hate on the Saints. I'm a Cowboy, but when I went to Cali, so I know what you mean. Like Californians, they pretty prideful in their teams.
Hell yeah.
You meet some Californians that got teams from other places, but a lot of them pretty loyal to whatever team in their area and they state.
Right.
So I used to root for the Saints a lot more than that too myself. Like, yeah, then
Hell
I had
yeah.
some partners from New Orleans. I was state we was all playing ball or whatever, so we used to watch the games together. For the Super Bowl, I was in that bitch second line for the Saints, everything, cutting up, umbrella in my hand in the house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
so,
yeah,
cool.
I came home. I came home to New Orleans for NFC Championship game when they played against Favre.
Yeah,
I came home just to be in the city when that was going down. You know what I mean?
I got
And
you.
amazing. I talked to a cop that night, and I don't talk to the police too often,
Right,
like a Don's supposed to. But I did that night, and we had like a 10-minute conversation. Man, this man's crying about how long it's been, how happy he is. The Saints were going to the Super Bowl. We didn't even win the thing yet. Just going. You know what I mean?
right, facts. That was major.
Yeah, man. It was. That was a crazy feeling. A crazy feeling.
See,
Amazing.
you got some comments in that. Spicy Fam 300. I'm from Louisiana too, bro. Salute.
Oh, what up, Spicy? What's going on, baby? Shout out to you. Yeah, Louisiana stand up, baby. Die hard,
Salute.
man. Die hard. All the Dons are from Louisiana, pretty much. You know what I mean? We play sports and move to other places and stuff like that, but we all homegrown, baby.
I'm still in the boot, Lunch, Louisiana, right outside New Orleans, middle of New Orleans
Wow.
and Baton Rouge.
Ooh, shout out St. John Parish, Dutch Bayou, Star Terrace, Reserve, Louisiana, stand up. You know what I mean? Right between BR and New Orleans is where you find us, baby. We out there. Shout out Lutcher, Gramercy. You know what I mean? Shit.
Right.
Big shout out to Mount Airy. Fuck, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
St. John Parish, St. James Parish, man. We out here
Right.
doing big things, man. But okay, so let's get to this Kyrie. All right. Kyrie dropped 60. A game before that. I think he put up like 50, 52 or something like that.
Like KD put up the 53 the game before.
And KD put up the 53 the game before. Then Kyrie, the game before that game, Kyrie did
Yeah.
his 50 thing.
Right.
Now, can Brooklyn actually win a championship with Kyrie only playing half the games?
No. Brooklyn, like, I thought both teams won the trade, but
Yeah.
finding out Ben Simmons taking upper doors and shout out to Lake Charles, Spicy family, he from Lake Charles, baby. And he
Lake
thanked you
Charles,
for the
baby.
picks too. He thanked you for the picks.
Hey, you know what I'm talking about? That 3-pick parlay, man. We did something special today. I didn't check on the very last game, but give me a second. Let's check on that real quick while we here. So we took Dallas and Brooklyn, and we took the over on that, baby. And yeah, we covered, baby. So that's a 3-pick parlay that was given 2 hours before the game started, and it came through because I only want to put the profits, the gains, let the cascades of lettuce, pickles, onions, and tomatoes cascade into the wallets, purses, and pockets of the people. Man, shout out Lake Charles. Spicy, great job, baby. Great job. Get your money, man. Let it cascade, baby. Let it cascade. You know how we say, if you're feeling generous, you know the cash app, baby. Peace and love to you on that one. But man,
Yeah. So Kyrie, right?
yeah,
Like with him playing half them games, I already was looking into like if they stay in that seed because they lost tonight. So if they stay there and they have to play in the playing right, and they face Toronto, even though it'll be a road game because Toronto higher seed,
right.
Kyrie wouldn't be able to play in Toronto because of their COVID restrictions. So it's
Ooh,
like they would have to try to get to the 6th seed before the season over.
yeah,
They might have to play Toronto. There's a possibility they could play the Hawks. You know what I mean? But they'll be home because I think they higher than the Hawks right now. So they'll probably be home if they play the Hawks. So he can't play at the home game.
exactly.
And Ben Simmons just had the epidural for his back, right? So there's a possibility Ben Simmons might not even play this season.
A
So
strong possibility. Everybody thought it was so mental. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Come
now
to
because he
find
was
out,
sitting on the bench, not working out. He probably had said, fuck the Sixers. I'm gonna lay down on them bitches. I ain't playing none this year till they dealt his ass. And it was like, man, you getting out of here. We ain't about to just
yeah.
let you sit on the clock. So I don't think he really was training like he should have, because when he did go to the practice, he had a cell phone in his pocket. He was playing around. He wasn't really conditioning like he should have. So he
I
probably
totally
gained
agree.
some extra weight. Now he got back problems.
So,
So
so as of right now, the Nets sit in the 8th spot. So if they play any of the top teams, they'll be the away team. But like you said, if it's Toronto, well, Toronto's sitting at the 7th seed right now. And so if it's
it'll be 7-8. So they'll have
7
to
and
go to
8, so
Toronto,
that would be
and Kyrie
ooh,
still wouldn't be able to play because of their
couldn't play the whole
restrictions.
series.
Yeah.
Couldn't play
And
the
then if
whole
they
series.
lose to Toronto, they will be the home team in the next game, because the 7 and 8 seed they can lose one game.
Right.
So then they'll be home, and Kyrie wouldn't be able to play home whoever they play in that matchup to get the 8 seed. And you
Don
might not
DB.
still have Ben Simmons. So you got KD, Dragic, Patty Mills, some solid players, but
Right.
having
So
Kyrie would make a big difference.
the question is, do you think KD can pull off that win
What up,
against Toronto?
Nah. Toronto too well balanced, too many shooters. He can't pull it all by himself.
Yeah,
I'll
well
say that
coached
because
too.
I
Toronto's
never
very well
seen him pull
coached.
it all by himself.
7
KD.
games. I mean, whew, 4 games. Got to win 4 out of 7.
Well, I'm talking, but that's the series. But they're gonna play Toronto for one game, and they're playing.
Oh yeah. Speaking of playing on the West, hey, my Pelicans looking good, baby.
Yeah, the Pelicans should make it, but yeah, they're only gonna play Toronto for one game. Now, series different. I think he could probably beat them in a series because he's gonna get Kyrie half of the games. But a one game, nah. Fred VanVleet, fucking OG Abaji,
Yeah.
all kind of people.
So is it different now because
Yeah.
the last previous
Trent
years
Jr.
it's been like 1 through 8 go to the playoffs.
Right,
And
but now
the
they got
play-ins with 8, 9, and 10. 9 and 10 play each other to play against 8.
Yeah, 7 and 8 play each other. Whoever win that game automatically in. Then 8 and 9 play the loser out of 7 and 8 to get in. 8 and 9,
9 and 10.
9 and 10 is a single elimination, which the loser out of 7 and 8 play the winner out of 9 and 10 to see who get in.
Got you.
They implemented it with the bubble, and then they did it again last year. And LeBron wasn't a big fan of it, but that's why the Lakers had it too.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you now. So we still got 8 teams, but they get 8 the hard way.
The six in for sure.
No doubt.
The last 4, they do a little one, playing.
Got you. Kennel. Damn dog in here tripping, man. Shout out to my first lieutenant commander, Ajay. She a beagle. She listens very well, except when I don't look at her. Oh man. I gotta say, Don DB, definitely the best episode we've done so far. Hands down. I feel like this has been informative. I feel like we on the ball. And if we can get this going, maybe once a week, maybe twice, once every 2 weeks, whatever the Don's schedules clear up and we can all make it happen. I love doing this. This is nothing better than getting communicative with my brothers and giving out this good gospel of sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm down. Just to keep me posted, I'm down.
Oh, you already know. We about to get out of here. But before we get out of here, Don DB, holla at the people, man.
Oh, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate you having me on, Don Q.
Always a pleasure.
Waiting on Ruckus for a check. I got the Warriors straight bet. I couldn't understand why the line was what it was. It
was crazy
right now.
It's crazy.
But I'm still on that Jackie Moon train. I think the Warriors gonna go on a little streak. So
all right. Okay, you know what? I was trying to get out of here, but you know what? We gotta talk about that for a second. This Boston and Golden State game. All right. Right now, Boston is up 14-10 in the first quarter, 6 minutes, 34 to play. As of right now, I do believe Golden State was favored in this game, correct?
Yeah, -2. Went from 3.5 to 2.
Right. And right now, Boston is covered. I felt like Boston was a for sure win in this. I understand that Klay Thompson is back, but Boston's defense is real.
Yeah, it's real.
It's real. So who you picking this game?
I picked the Warriors, man. I like Draymond coming in on limited minutes. I think the Warriors don't get the respect they deserve. I've been big on Boston. I like their talent. I just feel like the Warriors play better defense than Boston, but they missing Wiggins, missing Payton.
Right.
They're missing some solid defenders, but in Oracle, I don't think Steph gets showed up. And Draymond back. Draymond the glue to everything. You know, yeah. I think they get this win tonight.
I think the most impactful part of this game is going to be the third quarter. Because if Golden State can do their usual third quarter type thing,
yeah,
then Boston's in trouble. But if Boston defense, which has been consistent over the past 10 games, if they defense can keep it up to the level of holding them, I feel like Boston's going to have the lead going into halftime. I feel like Boston's going to have the lead going into halftime. They're going to win the first quarter, probably lose the second quarter by 1 or 2 points, be up by maybe 2 or 3 at halftime. That third quarter is when the Warriors, either they're going to go Warrior or they're not. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah, that's going to be a damn good one. A damn good one. Don DB, man, I can't express how much I appreciate you coming through, showing love, and giving these people the knowledge that you have, man. We greatly appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me, baby.
Man, shout out to Don Sachs. We lost him earlier in the connection because he's at a restaurant eating steaks and shit and doing his thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to him for coming through. And we'll get back with you next week. Hopefully, fingers crossed, talk to the Dons. The scheduling up. Dons do Don shit. So he can't always be available because the Dons out here moving and shaking. You know what I mean?
Right.
So damn it. We'll catch you when we catch you. We'll see you when we see you. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit the Cash App, show love to the channel. We're here to put money in the pockets, purses, and wallets of the people. Peace and love, folks.
One.